afternoon. Good yesterday. Hello. How are you doing?
What's up, everybody?
Episode.
Trace.
You know what I've always said, to be an insider in someone's life, you need to know some details about them.
Yeah.
You want to know a detail about me?
I would love to know a detail about you that I don't know already.
You want to know what one of my nicknames is?
Lay it on me.
You don't have a guess?
No.
Well,
You're a Renaissance man.
I'm a Renaissance man. You know, my favorite nickname is Chrissy Poo.
Chrissy Poo.
Chrissy Poo.
Is that just your wife, or can anyone call you that?
Well, anybody can call it. It wasn't my wife's nickname for me, though.
No.
It was actually my father's.
Oh, really?
He started it at work, you know?
As
like
making
just
fun of you?
Yeah, like in the other room. Chrissy Poo. And then it stuck. I don't know. I think it was my father.
Yeah.
It's a good nickname. I like it. What's your nickname?
Winger.
Winger.
Yep, wingman.
Wingman.
When I was in grade school, people called me Chicken Wing, and they made a song up that went, Michael David Chicken Wing, doo-da, doo-da.
David. I didn't know that was your middle name.
Chicken Wing.
Now we're all on the inside.
Yeah, you're all on the inside. That's
Kingdom Bound Insider episode
Kingdom Bound.
3.
So
What are we doing today?
You like that opening song we have?
I did.
Count It All
I
Joy?
sang it.
Count It All Joy by Sean Rodriguez. We get to have him on the show today. He's going to be joining
wonderful.
us here in a little bit. Excited about that.
Looking forward to it.
We've asked you guys to send us emails of
KB Insider
bands that you would want to see again if you could see for one more performance. And
Yeah.
Chris and I are going to give our top 3.
We sure are.
That's going to be fun.
It's Michael David Winger is my number one.
We're going to talk about something that made Chris very sad. John Mark McMillan not playing anymore.
I only got to see him once live. What a bummer.
Cherish
But I'll
that
see him
one
again.
time.
I am going to cherish that one time.
Cherish that one
I'm
time.
going to see him in his little niche local things he's going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
But before we do any of that,
Yes.
as usual, this podcast really wouldn't exist without the help of Elim Fellowship, Kevin Neville. So
Thanks,
shout
Kevin.
out to them. And here's a video of what's going on with Elim Fellowship.
What a blessing to be in this conference.
I'm grateful to be a part of this family and to be a part of what God is doing.
This is a place of transformation. So just being around the presence of the Lord is an opportunity to change, and it's just no greater place to be.
The lives that have been changed, the prophetic flow over individuals in the services. This thing is so anointed.
It's been a really powerful experience.
I think he's sowing the seeds of revival in the fellowship again. I see it everywhere I look.
Reaffirming the call to ministry on my life.
So come on out and mark your calendar for 2026.
Chris, this day in Christian music history, you want to know what happened?
Tell me.
Mercy Me topped the charts
What song?
and played and stayed there for 2 weeks. What song do you think? Come on, dude. I can only imagine.
See, I could only imagine.
You could only imagine what it was.
Now I know. Thank
You
you.
can only imagine
Thank
top
you,
the
Michael
chart.
David Wanger.
Stayed there for 2 weeks on this day
Good for
in
them.
history.
It all stayed there ever since.
So that's the past. What's going on
In the
future.
future,
with Kingdom Bound?
April 8th, Revive Wesleyan. We told you about it a few times, but if you haven't got your tickets, you still got a chance. Torrin Wells.
Jamie McDonald, Geo.
Geo. It's going to be great. We hope to see you there.
We have some big bands
Big.
coming to the festival that we are super
Big,
excited with.
Big
for.
house.
Monday night is going to be Kane. It's
Kane.
going to be super fun. They're so much fun. They're hilarious on social media. They put on a great show on the stage. So that's going to be fun. All the kids are excited for Josiah Queen on Tuesday.
Who isn't?
That guy's blowing it up.
I love his music.
Dust on our Bibles. Yeah. And then to close out the festival, the Amazing for King and Country. Super excited about that. So if you don't have
Drums and
tickets,
all.
go to kingdombound.org. Get tickets to the festival. I'm telling you, some
What are
people
the
say
dates this year?
some people say July 27th to the 29th.
Mm.
Some people say, "Oh, I'm just going to go for one day."
One day.
But I mean, we have Kane, Josiah Queen, for King
King.
Country, Ben Fuller, We Are Messengers, so many others.
That's a full lineup.
It's really worth getting the whole thing. And if you're going to go for all 3 days, you might as well camp. And we still have campsites available.
In an RV?
Yeah, or
A
tent.
tent?
We have hotel rooms.
Wow.
So make sure you go to kingdombond.org. If you want to book a campsite, call us at the office. We can help you with that.
KB26.
Be amazing. That's the KB news.
So, in other news, some sad news.
Sad news for you,
for
for
me,
sure.
at least.
You know who else was sad? Dave Bruno.
Yeah,
He does our marketing.
we can cry together.
John
dude.
Mark McMillan was on his bucket list of people to see.
You know, I did get to see him once, and that was at the chapel.
Yeah.
I think he was still signed to Integrity at the time, and he had just released the album with Love You Swore on it, and he wanted to call it Like a Lion.
Yeah.
But somebody else had released a song called Like a Lion, and he was not.
He didn't play those
He
games.
felt great about it.
Yeah.
Let's just say it that way. But I'm glad it's called Love You Swore anyway. So thanks for coming to the chapel that one time. That was great. And I'm so sad John Mark McMillan is not touring anymore. At least that's what he says right now. You think he'll change his mind? I don't think he'll change his mind. You know why?
Why?
Because he's after something else. And
He
that-
wants to write a book.
Yes.
He wants to pour into younger artists.
Yep.
And
And he wants to go after a more of a niche, like local feel. He's hooking up with that guy, Paul Antlier. They're doing that Good Makers thing. Can't wait to see what that's going to be all about. I'm excited about it. You know, if you don't know John Mark, I'm sure you know the song, either Sloppy Wet or Unforeseen. Are you an Unforeseen or are you a Sloppy Wet guy?
Unforeseen.
Unforeseen?
It's a little too creepy the other way.
You can get
You like
tired.
the creepy. You
Sloppy
like the weird.
Wet.
Very like, let's get weird.
Let's
You
party.
about that awkward thing.
Yeah, you know. I just love I love all his music.
I don't
If-
want to sing that with
with your children
100
around.
other people in the same room.
Sloppy wet kiss in my heart. Yeah, so you know that song. You got to know that song.
How we love.
You probably
I
also
love
know.
the song.
You do?
I just skip.
You just love it unforeseen.
I just skip that part when they're singing it.
I thought one of the most interesting things to me is when David Crowder re-released some live version of that song.
Yeah.
He purposely didn't sing the interchangeable. He just said kiss.
Yeah.
And like you could hear both in the audience. Very funny.
And it's just, it's a weird lyric.
What can I say? I am a ragamuffin Brennan Manning kind of guy. You know what I mean? And I'm not afraid of the intimate details. I would have loved to have been there in John 15. Yes, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
I'd be your friend. Anyways,
One thing that
maybe
Mark-
sloppy wet kiss doesn't have to deal with friends. I get it. Okay. All right. Unforeseen kiss, does that really have to deal with friends either? I don't know. But I'll tell you another secret.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
One thing that John Mark McMillan talked about in like why he's not touring anymore is he really struggled with the difference of like being a performer versus just being a real person. And he talked about a little bit of the struggles of like, no matter who you are, when you step on a stage, there is an element of performance. And I think that got to him after a while.
He's just such a genuine dude. I just love his music. So where he has gone with this and his past album, Cosmic Supreme, if you catch the videos too, I love the videos. It's like a 90s, 80s church that hasn't been remodeled, and they got the projector, or what do you call the thing with the lamp in it again?
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
I mean, what
it's a
the heck is that?
projector.
A projector?
Yeah, it's a projector.
Yeah. What were the things that we would flip on them? They had a specific name. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man, I used to do them at church for our worship. I used to be the guy that did the sheets, the laminated sheets, right?
Yeah, like they're clear with the yeah.
What were those? Anyways,
We should-
email us, kbinsiderpod@gmail.com, what those were. We'd love to learn.
Who's still got one? Someone's got them somewhere.
My wife has one
Yeah, she's got it.
because she uses it for like if she wants to like
Draw something.
draw
on the wall.
something on the wall. Exactly. And she
I've
just
seen that.
lent it out to somebody to do that.
Anyway, so where I was going with that is that just the throwback to that whole simplicity thing, and the word that is being thrown around in that community is the word sincerity. And when I distill everything he's been saying for a while, it just comes back to that very simple thing. And like you just said, like if you're on stage, there's just an element, even right now, there's an element of performance, an element of that. So how do you get away from it completely? I don't think you can completely.
Yeah.
But taking a step back off of stages and more into circles and etc. is a fun little move. I'm personally sad about it, but I'm sure they'll, maybe we can bring in the Kingdom Bound next year, like 2027. That's what I mean by next year.
It might come.
It's not a tour, just a one-off.
Just a one-off. Just fly up.
Fly up.
So, Chris, do you think that social media is replacing touring in regards to like people not touring as much? Because Lecrae even talked about not touring as much, and we're kind of seeing bands not get out there as much. Do you think that
it's a lot of work.
social media is there?
It's a lot of work. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been on the back end of that. All like the amount of volunteers, the amount of paid staff, there's a lot to go into it. So I can versus just a quick little social media thing. Like I can see how yield in, yield out, the ratio would push in that direction.
Yeah.
Is it replacing it? I'd have to say no. Because people are still after, I think we mentioned it a few times, that communal singing thing, that just, it's when you're a part of something bigger than yourself, like in this physical realm, which isn't, obviously it's true in the spiritual realm, but we don't always get the full glimpses of that, right? So I think especially via the Christian worship, music, whatever we want to call it, concerts. I think that there's a big element of that that's never going to go away.
Yeah.
But
when I look at kids my age, I just wonder, like, because back in the day, I'd have to go to a concert to see my favorite band.
Yeah.
I would feel connected with them. I would feel like I got to know them. Now we can go on our phone and we can learn about their family. We can learn about what their house looks like. We can learn about their song. We can learn about why they did their song. We can see a clip of them on stage performing. Like, I just wonder how much of social media is going to continue to drive musicians to kind of change the way that they're connecting with their audience.
Sure. Yeah, I think certainly John Mark has, as we were talking, like has kind of really, and I hear from at least the people within his own network, I hear them compliment him all the time, that like for the level of status that he has as a person band, but the amount of interaction he gets from all these different realms, and they all are very high compliment of that. So it's definitely an avenue for sure. And I'd personally love to connect with more people in that way. I mean, Patreon is also another avenue that a lot of artists are going towards.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more predictable income. But I think, I don't know, I just can't see touring going away though fully, because there's just something so unique about it that just you don't get otherwise.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely sad that he's not doing it anymore.
True.
At least you got to see him once.
I'm going to keep praying to the good Lord that we can get him. Lord, do you hear me? John, can you hear me? I think they heard me.
He heard you.
Good.
We're here at Black River Independent Baptist, and we are handing out gift boxes. The children are so excited to be here. They have lost so much during Hurricane Melissa, and we are here just happy to be able to bless them. Operation Christmas Child, doing this all in Jesus' name.
There's excitement going all around. The kids just opened up their gifts. It's Christmas time, but this area was devastated by a recent hurricane. And Samaritan's Purse, we've been working to bring tarp into this area. We brought in a Tier 2 hospital just down the street where we're seeing hundreds of patients just from this area. We also have a water filtration system that's set up doing desalinization, turning salt water into clean drinking water for this community where they have no clean water and they have no power.
I can't tell you how exhilarating it is to be here with Samaritan's Purse Operation Christmas Child, because this is the opportunity. All the work people did packing these boxes for the last several months, well, now the children actually get to see them. And wait till you see the smiles on these children's faces.
It's amazing to see what God is doing with Samaritan's Purse, pouring in not only their time, but their resources and their love into the lives of these young people to let them know that not only do we love them, that God loves them, that we have hope, and that hope is found not just in a bottle of water or a tarp on a roof, that hope is found in Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the box! We wanted the kids to know they're not forgotten or forsaken, so much so that God sent his only son, Jesus. So that's what Operation Christmas Child is all about, sharing the gospel. So thank you for packing a box, and thank you for praying for our team and staff down here in Samaritan's Purse, but praying for the people of Jamaica that are hurting and struggling. Thank you!
All right, Chris, I am super excited about this next part of the podcast. We have a very special friend. You know the song that you absolutely love that we start the podcast with?
Yeah, I know that one.
We get the guy who performed it.
The only. You're supposed to show
Sean
that.
Rodriguez.
Thank you. That's where you should have inserted your own name. Let's try it again. The one. The only.
Sean Rodriguez.
He knows what's going on, guys.
You know, getting to know you a little bit and getting to know your music and watching you perform and also watching you off the stage, it really seems like you see music as something that builds a bridge for generations, connects people, almost creates like a family or community with the people that you're like performing with and hanging out with. Talk about that. Like, how did that start? How did that come about?
Yeah, well, I mean, it came from growing up being a fan of those kind of situations. You know, I grew up going to festivals as a middle schooler and then eventually as a teenager with my friends. I grew up going to the festivals. I knew what those seasons meant to me. That was where everybody bonded the most. That was where all of the God moments happened. It was just like we would look forward all year to that, you know, that week with the youth group where we were going to go and like we were going to do some ministry stuff and then we were going to celebrate by all going to the festival together. And like that meant so much to me. That was the thing that I looked forward to. And for me, you know, when I was a teenager, I would volunteer at Vacation Bible School, and then there was always a festival that lined up at the end of the week of Vacation Bible School. It was on the weekend, and so it would be like serve all week and then go to the festival as a youth group together. That was the best time of the year always. And so for me, remembering what it felt like to have that community bond, remembering what it felt like to just be there, be somewhere different, and just be in like this place where everybody's celebrating, everybody's happy, it's a good day. Being on the other side of that now, being able to be a part of it, man, I want to do everything that I can to help create that feeling because I got to experience that feeling so strong. And now I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like I get to be part of the feeling now? Like this is incredible.
Yeah, it definitely comes across that you're mindful of making sure your audience isn't there just to spectate, but you make them feel like they're part of the performance, part of the crowd, part of the what's going on, and it's really neat to see.
Yeah, man, we're supposed to celebrate God together. We're supposed to have joyful moments together. That's what this is all about. And if there's no people, there's no point of doing this. You know what I mean? Like if you're not doing it for the people, if you're not spreading that love, if you're not spreading that contagious joy, then we don't need to do this, you know, but it's that moment. It's about creating that environment where we can all just come and celebrate God together. I loved being a part of it. And now I love getting to play a part in making it happen.
If you could pick one CCLI type song to turn into an EDM mix featuring yourself, what would you pick?
That's a good question.
A CCLI song. Wow,
Wait,
that is good. That's really good. And especially so I've always had like a really like a love for a beautiful name. What a beautiful name it is. I love that song. We play that song in the live show. How that would sound as an EDM song, I don't know, because the beauty of it is that it's slow and worshipful, but you know, beautiful name that might hit kind of hard.
I can hear it. I hear it. That drop,
You know? Yeah, what a beautiful name and you know?
Yeah, get some real Skrillex going.
You're on the same label as Gregatron. You guys got to like work that out somehow. You and Disciple, they don't seem to mix. What happened there?
He is a disciple. That's honest.
Yeah, so it's so interesting. Yes, we definitely don't seem to mix from a genre perspective. Kevin though, man, he was the guy when I got to do Winter Jam. Kevin came, just put his arm around me, and he really walked me through a really weird season of my life where I was mentally trying to grasp on to like, where am I? What am I doing? Like this is all moving really fast, and I was going through, the imposter syndrome hard. I was like, I don't belong here. I don't, this is not. I'm not good enough to be here, and Kevin really came in and he walked me through. He's like, "Hey, man, it's just you're an artist. It just means you're just like the rest of us. I've been there before. Let me walk you through this." And so Kevin really did help me shift my perspective and what I came to after feeling like, man, God, I don't belong here. After talking with Kevin more and more, I felt like God was like, "Hey, Sean, guess what? You don't belong here. That's why you should be thankful that you're here. And that's why you should give me everything that you have, because you couldn't have got yourself here. You are here because of what I have done, and you're going to stay here because of what I will do through you. So as long as you get yourself out of the way, you're going to be all right." And that was something that Kevin really helped me kind of walk through, and remembering that the things in life that happen are because God puts us in those positions. And so it's like, well, let's give it all to him. So after learning from him in that way, just being close with them, I had this song that I started, and I was like, man, this is cool. It sounds a little more like rock heavy. And then I thought, man, that would be really cool if Kevin would check this song out. So I played it for him, and I didn't even ask him. He was just like, "Cool, I'm in." And I was like, "What? Are you serious?" And I was like, "Well, I was gonna ask you like if you would want to do something with it." He's like, "Just tell me when, buddy. Let's go." And so it just kind of just unfolded and just happened like that. And dude, I got to be in the studio. He came into the studio and he recorded his part. And I was fanning out so hard. I freaked out, like, because to see him do it on stage and stuff, it was cool. We had been on Winter Jam. I got to see him do it 40 times. But to see him in the studio, no smoke and lights, no special effects, just him going, "Blah." Dude, I was like, man, he did the thing. That's the Kevin thing. So it was cool. It was an incredible moment, just all the way through from initially meeting the whole disciple team and, walking that through, seeing it all play out, and then performing it with him at Kingdom Bound last year. It was just this weird, like, God, is this happening? Like, it was just one of those moments,
When we were planning the lineup and we had the chance to get Disciple, we were like, I hope that we can get Sean and Disciple to do that. We were super pumped for it.
Can you settle a debate for us?
I can try my best.
All right. So he's an unforeseen kiss guy, and I'm a sloppy wet kiss guy.
Earlier, we were talking about John Mark McMillan not
being
anymore.
on tour anymore. What a bummer.
Yeah.
What
Yep.
well, so we're 1-1. Let's see where we get to here.
Sloppy wet or unforeseen?
I mean, I know this is old news, but
man, I personally, I don't get sloppy wet kiss.
Thank you.
I don't get the reference. It just doesn't seem. It does, and I get, and it's probably one of those things where it's like, like, oh, but that's the original, man. You stick to the original, but like, I just don't get it.
If I'm in a room,
that's fair.
If I'm in a room with like 200 people, I cannot sing sloppy wet kisses with 200 other
weird.
people. It's weird.
It's weird, right? It's definitely weird, and it's just, I don't know. I mean, what about the guy that's worshiping next to his crush, and then you sing the sloppy wet kiss line, and now his mind's going somewhere else, and he's like, "Hey, did you hear that part? Did you hear that part?" You know what I mean? Like,
Sean Mark knew what he was doing.
Yeah,
he knew what he was doing.
He was helping the boys out, man. Come on.
Yeah, and there's a phrase that sometimes gets used. It's defiant joy, and certainly you carry joy, but you also carry a defiant joy that just even comes through this Zoom screen, and I love it. Hey, well, I'm a fan of your music, fan of your work.
I like that. Defiant.
I like defiant joy. That's really good, man. That's incredible.
The next song, I guess, huh?
It It just may be because that defiant joy. Oh man, that's dope, man. Because I tell you what, like the devil will throw things at you to take away that joy, man. He'll take away that joy. He'll make you mad at God. And I have a song called Honey, and the way that I set it up is the devil tries to make you bitter towards yourself, towards others, and bitter towards God.
Yep.
But the word of God is sweet like honey into our lips. So when life makes us bitter, we turn to God's word and put a little honey on life. That's that defiant joy, saying like the devil's gonna throw this at you, but in the face of that opposition, the joy in our hearts that is from God, that's gonna drive the devil crazy. That's that defiant joy, man. I love it.
That's beautiful.
So that was good. This is a really good final question, probably the most important question.
Yeah, we're getting unforeseen, sloppy, wet stuff.
The question we're actually asking everyone that we interview on this podcast. Here it is. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is a hot dog? No, because the other end is closed.
Okay, I like your reasoning.
You know what I mean?
The other end is closed. What do you think?
Yeah, because a sandwich is the bread on top and the bread on bottom, but on a hot dog, it's
What if you
like
just
this,
turn
but-
the hot dog the other way?
What?
Well, then the closing would be on the other side. Either way, it's closed. And then if you rip the
So
bun in two,
three-sided. Is that what you're saying? Because there's three bread sides.
Yeah,
yes, but it's still not a sandwich. It's a half circle, so it's a hot dog. If you rip the hot dog bun in two and then put it on the top and bottom, then you could make that argument. But the traditional hot dog as is, I don't think it's a sandwich.
So Sean, this has been really great. We love your energy. We love having you at the festival. We love that you're part of the Kingdom Bound family, and thank you so much for all that you're doing. Thank you for just your heart, and thanks for your time here. This has been really good.
Thank you guys for having me. It's been a blast. Can't wait to see you in person.
All right. See you in July.
Bye.
So Chris, there's a lot of bands that have
Lots
come
of
and gone
bands.
in Christian music. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to take some time, and I asked you to kind of come up with 3 bands that you would want to hear, just one more performance.
One more.
And then I also said, if there was a specific song you'd want them to play in that performance, what would it be?
You got it.
So 3 bands, each of us, we're going to kind of go from 3 to 1. And we'll talk through some bands that we miss. I miss these bands.
Yeah.
They don't tour anymore. They're not together anymore. Maybe they're not even alive anymore. I don't know. I don't know what your list is.
You'll find out.
The band, my third most band, this is like 3.
Number 3.
Number 3
Yeah.
is Cross Movement.
I don't even know who that is.
It was
I
a
gotta tell you the
Christian.
truth.
It was the Wu-Tang Clan of Christian rap.
Nice.
It was like all these different Christian rappers who came together, and they just kind of formed this huge mega Christian rap band. And if there was one
Love
song,
a mega band.
yeah, it was awesome. If there was one song that I could hear from them, one more performance live, it would be House of Representatives. Still slaps, still so good. I love it. I'm a big rap fan, and my mom would make me listen to Christian rap when I was growing up, rather than all the other stuff, the other filth that was out there.
That filth.
But Cross Movement was one that I actually liked a lot.
Sure. It wasn't just a alternative.
Yeah. It
Nice.
wasn't just something I had to put up with, but I really liked them.
That's a good one.
Cross Movement, House of Representatives. That's my third. What's your third?
My third, Abandoned Kansas, give or take.
I don't know that one. You didn't know Cross Movement.
I mean, so there was a guy, Bruce Eaton brought him in. I think his name was Jeremy Springer, or Springer. I can't remember now. What a shame. Anyways, I saw him once in like more of a house show feel, living room tour thing. It was great. And I just, there's a bridge in this song that I like to combo it with other like actual worship songs. I know we're really use quotes. Yeah.
You do like the
mashup.
Yeah,
I love a
mashup.
mashup. So yeah, Abandoned Kansas.
What's the song you'd want them to play?
That one?
Give or
Give
take?
Yep. You got it.
Why that one?
When I had them sign my T-shirt, hey, just write your favorite lyric, and then I told him like, nope, you got to write the bridge to this one.
What's the bridge?
Oh, of course, specificity. Let me remember.
Here's the lyric.
Am I more than the sum
Okay.
of the things that I have and haven't done? It's a question, but it's also like it's an answer as well.
Here's the line that's because I never heard of this band, so I Googled it.
Just
And I
right now.
listened to
Good
this
song.
Here's the line that the lyrics that stood out to me. Can't kill this animal inside my head. I can't stop feeding it. Finish it. You should know it.
Oh,
what I've been feeding
for years.
for years.
All these years. Yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah, never heard of them.
Am I more than the sum of the things I have or haven't done?
They're on Apple Music.
Yeah, and my number 2
Yeah, what's your number 2?
would be Jars of Clay because, they crossed that divide pretty well. And they were such a unique thing at the time, still are. Well, I think he's the singer now of that other band. They have a popular song on the radio. Fireflies, is it? I think he's the singer of now. Anyways, I'd love to see him again. I didn't ever see him live though, so.
Just from these two
Swear.
bands, something that I've noticed about you,
Yeah.
you like your music very introspective.
Yeah, so like some people in worship, like the happenings we'll say are outward.
Yeah.
My happenings are almost always inward.
I feel like you like feeling like you're being convicted, like you
I like
feeling
it
guilty.
all. I like it all. Joy.
Like punch me in the
Guilt.
stomach. Tell me how
If I've
to
done it,
yeah.
I will convict it. I will put the coal on my lips, Lord.
You just love it.
As
These are
long as
deep
it's the
songs.
Lord talking to you, I don't care.
You just like it.
I-
You like to feel like you're in the dirt.
I guess I'm emo.
I guess I'm you. Want to know what my second is?
Yes.
Me Without You.
Now there's a band that I forgot about.
They were awesome. I love
Always very interesting
music.
artwork too.
Yeah.
Artwork was very good on those albums.
I like that driving hard.
A little grungy, but like
The song that
not
I
quite
want to hear.
screamo though.
Yeah. Torches
Yeah.
Together.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. That was a good one.
He had a high pitched voice. Yeah.
It says, here's the lyrics that I
Let's
love
hear
of
it.
that song. It says, why burn poor and lonely? Tell all the stones we're going to make a building.
Ooh.
Torches together.
Is that like
Why burn poor and lonely? That's how it went.
That's how it. Is that like a reference to the Peter line about like we're living stones? Is that what that's about? Maybe building a pyramid.
I think it's like we're supposed to be light together, on fire together, torches
fire.
together. So yeah, if I could go back in time and hear another band, it would be Me Without You. That'd be my second choice.
Nice.
Want to know my first?
Of course.
I have a very like diverse,
Yeah, you went from rap to
heavy,
heavy, high pitched
but the
vocal.
band
Yeah.
that I would want to hear again.
And
Kevin, the guy that's publishing this, just told me that they're touring, so maybe I could,
wow.
that I didn't know about, was Sixpence None the Richer.
Ooh. They were recorded in Buffalo, weren't they?
I don't know.
Maybe
Were they?
somebody check that out.
The song We Have Forgotten is one I would love to hear them play live again.
I don't know it.
Sixpence None the Richer just gets me all in the feels.
I like the feels.
I like rap.
You like it all.
I like feeling that hard drive
Yeah.
music, but at the end of the day, I just like to settle down to some Sixpence.
Mhm.
Kiss me.
But not sloppy
Not
wet kiss you.
wet.
Unforeseen kiss you. Unforeseen kiss
To be
you.
unforeseen.
Ah.
Yeah, I love
Sweet
None the
nerd.
Richer. I miss them. They're heavy in my playlist rotation.
Oh, I thought you were going to say they're heavy rock. And I was
No.
like, are they heavy rock? No, they're heavy in your mix.
Love the melodies, the lyrics. I like it all.
There you go. My number 1 would be Edison Glass. The whole album of Starlight I'd like to hear. They were so good. Man, like they're playing in the weird time signatures. They're like all over the map. And they were definitely a little emo, but the good kind. And that's what I'd pick. Edison Glass.
Edison Glass. I like how in the song, what's the song that you want to Starlight?
Yeah.
That song. I like how it's very simple. It doesn't try to define God. It almost gives the listener like the chance to create their own picture of what God is.
Yeah, for me, usually when I'm hearing a song, the feel of the song is what gets me first. Lyrics are usually last. But like I just like their lyrics too for that exact reason. And their guitar parts were just so complicated and awesome. So
Yeah. So you're a musician, so I think that you approach the kind of music you like a lot different.
that's probably true.
from me. So mine were Cross Movement, Me Without You, Sixpence None the Richer.
Diverse. What a nice group.
Yours were
Mine were Abandoned Kansas, Jars of Clay, Edison Glass, and we'd love to know what you'd like to say. We've been asking you to put them in the email.
KBinsiderpod@gmail.com. Email us. What band would you want to hear one more time?
We'll talk about it.
You know what else I thought about?
Who'd you think?
Like that. Like this would be like an honorable mention.
Ooh, side B.
Keith Green.
Keith Green?
I'd love to.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say Rich Mullins, but I was like, is that too? That's probably too. I won't say that.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is that too what? Too
Like
smooth?
too obvious?
Oh,
You know, like,
yeah,
okay.
you love the-
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Nice.
Well, this has been a good old time. I mean, anytime I get to talk about John McMillan, how could I not have a great time, right? And Sean's been fun. So, you know, it made me think of something that would be fun to do with all y'all because, you know, this stuff matters to all of us. You know, I was listening to the Upper Room the other day and they started singing, and I'm desperate for you. Because, you know, you're just calling me out on loving all this sad, romantic Jesus music. And, you know, I was like, you know what? I love that.
I love that song too.
And I was like, I'm going to do that song.
So did you do it the next time you led worship?
Sure done did,
Heck
doctor. Comboed it with something.
And I guarantee
in
you
the
every
PhD,
person
if
in
you're
that
wondering.
audience was like, oh, I forgot about this song.
They probably were. So here's the thing. I'm sure there's a lot of songs we forgot about that we should bring back. And we should even bring back to the worship scene. Maybe at your church. Maybe the tent.
Yeah.
Worship tent. We'd love to know. Pull up that email if you would, Kevin.
KB Insider Pod.
Yeah, in case if you're listening, not watching, we should spell it KBI. No. Anyway,
KBinsiderpod@gmail.com.
that's what we want to know. Maybe you got a song like that, I'm Desperate for You song that you'd love to hear again. I sure have lots of songs that, you know, kind of just fell by the wayside because that's kind of how we do it. And then they cycle back. We'd love to know. What's a good old cycle back? We'd like to know. In the same genre of the you know, the bands we'd like to see again that we can't.
Cool. This has been a really good episode. Thanks to Sean Rodriguez for joining us. Shout out to you, Chris, for bringing the content again. Good job.
Man, what can I do?
Next episode, I'm super excited. We're going to hear from some attenders of the festival that came last year. Some of them even first-time attenders. It's always neat to hear people's perspective the first time they attend. So that'll be our next podcast. Can't wait to hang out with you then. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.
Thank you, Michael.
Count it all joy. Man, we got that joy.